welcome back, guys. It is another fantastic fucking episode of Toe on the Line. Episode number 44 to be specific. I had that number almost ready to go today. This episode, before I go anywhere with this, it is going to be real quick, real fast. I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. Don't have a lot of time today. I'm recording before dinner. Been a fucking busy week. And tomorrow I just won't have time, nor on the weekend. It's Thursday afternoon. Thursday at 5 o'clock, to be specific. Won't have time tomorrow. Won't have time on the weekend. So it's now or nothing. And I was like, you know what? Doesn't matter. I'm just going to sit down and bust out 20 or 30 minutes of, bit of shit talk and see where that gets us. See where that gets me. So here we are, kicking it off. I don't have any topic to talk about today. I'm going to save that for next week. But if you wanted to know what it was, I'm going to riff off the quote, "Character is what defines you." So that's next week's episode. In terms of, my dog's hanging out outside. What's going on, bud? In terms of what I've done with the podcast this week, I've actually got on top of doing clips, which is good. I have fucking like 25 clips waiting to post. My other dog's there. Hi, buddy. 25 clips waiting to post, which is great. So I'll be able to just drip feed them infinitely for the next fucking forever. Still got to do last week's episode, but I'm almost up to date, which is great. Hopefully I can get that done. Maybe next week. So that's all tracking well. In terms of, in my notes it says a busy few weeks coming up. The busy week is here, ladies and gentlemen. It's already happened. In terms of last week, when did I record last? Thursday. Cool. Swam on Friday morning, and it was a fucking great set. I rolled in real sore, didn't have any expectations. Like, I got in the water and everything was just tight from training strength. But it felt fucking dope. Like, I just ended up gliding through the water. And I think it is partly due to Noah, friend of the podcast, gave me a tip because he's a swimmer. And he was like, do your first couple of 100 meters with your fins on. Or at least, like, he was saying with his squad, they would swim the first K with their fins on. And I was like, I'll do at least 300 to 500 meters with fins on. He's like, just to give your shoulders a chance to, like, kind of warm up to the action of swimming instead of launching in and using mainly arms to swim. Because for me, I'm like mostly arms and then like a little bit of kick to help give me that little bit extra. It's probably like 10% kick. But if you throw fins on, you can really reduce that impact on the arms and the shoulders and give them a chance to warm up. So that's what I've been doing, and it's been fucking helping heaps. So I'll swim the first 300 to 500 meters with fins on, and then I'll do like 200 to 400 meters of kick, and then I'll start my set. And it's just been super helpful with everything. I'm finding a good kick beat, and it's just a great way to stay in shape. Swim on Friday was fucking awesome. I was just fucking flying. It was the bomb. So I'm really glad I rolled into that. Then what did I do Saturday? Saturday was a ride. It was a real cold ride. It was. I rode up King Lake 3 times, but it was weird. Like, I didn't have any gas in my legs. Like, I just didn't have anything. I bonked. That's right. I fucking bonked. So I went out, and when it's cold, it's really hard to drink, and I'm not good at hydrating. It's a huge weakness of mine, and I fucking suck at it. Anyway, I got out there and I was riding, hit one lap, and I was like, cool, and I hit another lap, and it was like 2 hours in, and then I like started going up for the third time, and I kind of realized halfway up, I was like, I don't have a lot in my legs. It's not good. And by the time I got to the top, I was just gassed, and I turned around and had to come home, and it was took me, I don't know, probably 40 minutes to an hour to get home from the top of King Lake, and it just was not fun. Got home and I was done. I was done for the day. Super dehydrated. So don't do what I do. Make sure you drink your fluids when you have a long set of exercise. Otherwise, you'll end up in the position I was, which wasn't fun. And then to carry over, I didn't recuperate. I didn't recuperate my liquids and my fluids, which I'm going to do now. I didn't do that during the day on Saturday. And then I woke up Sunday and had a 19.5, 20k run. And fucking died on that too, because I didn't hydrate enough during the run, and then I didn't hydrate enough Saturday from Saturday's ride. So then I got to after my run Sunday, and I was a shriveled up prune. I didn't have any liquid in me. It was ridiculous. So bad. Don't do it. So I really tried to force liquid down my my throat on Sunday, and I didn't do a good job of it. I did an alright job, but it wasn't the best, because Monday was rough too. Excuse me sipping. Yeah, Monday was a fucking rough go of it. My trainer set, I had to jumble my whole week around this week in terms of training, because I've just been really busy. So Monday, I did my trainer set in the morning, and it just didn't go to plan at all. I had to change so much shit. I changed pretty much everything. And I... had to change. No, I didn't change everything. I changed the longer sets. It was like 7-minute set, just above my FTP, and like I should be able to do it. Normally, I should be able to do it. Like I hold that watts. I held the same wattage going up King Lake for fucking 25 minutes, so I can do it. But I wasn't. My legs just didn't have it in them on Monday. I didn't have enough recovery. Obviously, because it was the day after Sunday, which was the day after Saturday, which railed me. So I'll just have to recuperate or regroup and hit it next week. But then I did a strength session, and then I swam as well. So Monday was a big day for me. But yeah, then we rolled into Tuesday. What did I do Tuesday? Hit some strength. Tuesday was a day before yesterday. Tuesday I did some strength, and I did a run. No, didn't run. And another swim. I swam again on Tuesday. Hooray. So I did some strength, swam on Tuesday. Then Wednesday was a fucking big day, which was yesterday. I rode 3 hours, just over 3 hours, 3 hours and 15 minutes. I chose to do it from my bedroom because it was fucking like negative 700 outside. It was ridiculous. So I did it from my bedroom, and it was all right. Like, usually I'm against trainer sets. I hate doing trainer rides indoors, long rides. I don't mind doing sets where I've got like prescribed efforts to hit. They only usually last like 90 minutes max. So you rip through them pretty quickly. They suck, but you get it done. You get it out of the way. Whereas like long stationary rides indoors, like I had on on Wednesday, like 3 hours plus, it's like, it's kind of shit. But in saying that, jumping on Zwift helped so much. Holy shit. It's like if you're not familiar with what Zwift is, it's like a game, basically. Picture an Xbox, except instead of the controller, you have a bike that's the controller, and you use that, and you ride through this game. That's basically what it is on my computer. So you hook my bike up to the trainer, and the trainer hooks up to the computer, and then you ride on Zwift. And my trainer's like at the top end kind of thing, so it replicates hills and stuff, which is amazing. So I picked a course that had a bunch of elevation, because it's just easier to settle into a grinding kind of pace going uphill than it is to try and push yourself really hard on the flat. So I like picking courses that have a bunch of inclines, so that I know, like, on the flat, I'll go steady, I'll go pretty solid. But then once I hit the hill, it's like, cool, I can pick a solid pace without having to really try to get to a solid pace, if that makes sense. It's like to try and, how do I describe this? To run... I don't even know how to do it. If you're running on the flat, right, you're going to run real hard to try and replicate what it's like to run up a hill. You have to run real fast. Whereas instead of running real fast on the flat, you can just hit a hill, and it's the same kind of effort, the same feeling, but you don't have to go that fast. So that's what it was kind of like on the trainer, which is real nice. So next time every time I do an indoor set that's long, I'm going to pick a course with a bunch of elevation and just settle in and just knock it out, because makes it way more enjoyable. Did that, and then rolled in and hit the Wednesday Metcon at BFT Monty, and that was fucking rough. Ben and I had a bit of fun programming that one, and it was unusual. Not unusual, it was just different to what we'd done in the past, and it was cool. It was good fun. I actually enjoyed it. It was really difficult, so naturally I enjoyed it a lot. And after that, I just hung out with him for a bit, then came home, had dinner, just fucking awesome. And then today, what did I do today? Whoa. I hit a run. Oh, that's right. PB'd on my run. So my run was 13 Ks all up. Right, so nothing nothing special. It was like a 3K warm-up, then it was 3Ks of running at 4-minute 50 pace, which is not that bad. Like, it's pretty cruisy. I don't find it that difficult unless I've had a big day before, which I haven't. So that was fine. And then it went into 4 1K efforts at 4:25, which is pretty cruisy. Like, I managed to run and finish or get to Willinda Park, which is the Aths track in Greensboro, for the 1K efforts. So running around the Aths track for those 1K efforts was fucking easy at 4:25. I was running them at 4-minute Ks because 4:25 felt like I was just jogging. And then I was like, this is not hard. Doesn't feel hard. So for that last effort, I decided to I was like, you know what, have a fucking crack. Like, I had a crack, but I didn't have a crack. I ran it in 3:26, 3 minutes 26 for a K, which was a minute quicker than I was supposed to run it. But I haven't run that hard in years. The last time I did a hard 1K was fucking like 3 or 4 years ago, before I started Ironman training, and it was probably a 3:37, and I died to get that. Whereas today I ran it at probably 85-90% and came in at 3:26 after running at least 10Ks already. So I was pretty fucking pumped with that. And it just goes to show, like, putting in a bunch of aerobic base work actually works. Believe it or not, it actually makes you fitter, and it actually makes you faster. So doing a bunch of fucking zone 2 training actually makes you faster and fitter. Like, who would have thought? Who would have thought they were right when they were telling us to do that? So if you want to get fucking super fit and you've got the time to do it, man, just go out and hit a bunch of zone 2 runs or rides, and you'll be fucking gravy. But that was pretty cool. Very happy with that. What else? What else is there to chat about? Caitlin and I started watching Stranger Things season 4.1, part 1. Not spoiling anything, because it's a fucking great show. If you haven't watched Stranger Things, please go and watch it. It is more thriller than it is, or more horror this season than I'm finding this season scarier than the other seasons, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. Very good though. Hooked. 100% hooked. Can't wait to finish it. We'll finish it this weekend for sure. Fucking great. So if you haven't watched Stranger Things, go and watch it. And if you're ready to watch season 4, fucking start, please. It's great. It's a great way to stay in shape. What else? Can't wait to watch Obi-Wan or Obi on Disney. Very keen to do that. Once we finish Stranger Things, we'll launch straight into that, because I love the Star Wars TV series. Star Wars movies are great too, but the TV series are fucking sick, especially Mandalorian. So I've heard good things about Obi. I'm very keen to start. So that'll be the next TV show on the agenda. Then what else? Oh man, I started watching the Pentaveret on Netflix too. That's like a Mike Myers thing. He plays a bunch of characters. It's pretty funny. If you like Mike Myers shit, like if you liked Austin Powers, you will get a kick out of this. So it's worth watching as well. I'm finding it quite funny. I like silly, stupid shit like that as well. So, if you like Austin Powers, you'll probably enjoy that one too. Good stuff, Coco Coast. What else? What else is... the new Thor trailer. So, have you seen the new Thor trailer? If you like Marvel movies and you've seen the new Thor trailer, how fucking good does Chris Hemsworth look? He's so big. He's just like fucking... That's a superhero body right there. But it led me to think, I was like, man, he is juicing so hard for that role. No questions. Like, maybe in the past it was arguable, but if you see the shot of him in the trailer, you'll know what I mean. Like, that is ridiculous. He's a big fucking dude, and he's come from, like, he's slowly grown throughout the years, yes, but there's no way you can put on that much size and be that fucking thick naturally without training 24/7, without dedicating your life to training. Like, he's kind of put on size, drop size, put on size, drop size throughout the years. So, like, this isn't natural. And it's kind of, I don't know, it's frustrating. I kind of get frustrated by it because it's like, just be honest. The same as The Rock. Like, The Rock's on so much shit. The dude's like fucking old as fuck. How old is he? and he's still huge. He's probably going to die prematurely. How old is The Rock? 50 years old. He's 50. Holy fuck. Dude, that guy's going to die prematurely. I 100% call it. He's on so much shit. There's no way you can be that big, that lean at his age. It's not possible. If he's, like, he has to be on some form of steroid, but as a bare minimum, he is on testosterone for sure, because your body's, the males, you stop producing, like, great amounts of testosterone in mid 30s. He's 50. You can't be putting on that much muscle in your 50s. He's still gaining muscle. That's PEDs for you right there, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I just wish they were fucking honest about it, because like being a young kid, being someone who's young and not kind of clued up into the fitness realm, like even adults who aren't clued up into the fitness realm, you probably look at that and think, fuck, that's awesome. Like they're working hard. It's like, yeah, they are working hard. They really are. But they're also hitting themselves with some PEDs, because that's not possible. It is not possible to look like that without some form of performance enhancing drug. And it's kind of disheartening that they're not being forthcoming about it as well, because if you're a young kid looking up to these guys, you're like, damn man, you hit the gym and you just don't see the results, and you don't get there, and you get disheartened, and you're like, how the fuck am I supposed to look like that? The answer is you're not, unless you start taking drugs. So that's kind of where my frustration lies with all that. And like with Hemsworth as well, the whole Centerfit app, marketing that and pushing that as if that's what got him his physique, is a bit, it's a bit, come on, dude. Like, I guess Gen Pop, people who aren't kind of in the industry and don't have an understanding of training and stuff like that, would probably think, yeah, it's possible to get that, but it's not. It's just not. You can't train bodyweight exercises and shit like that he's got in his app, and eat what they're telling you to eat in the app and look like that. It's impossible. Even if you fucking did steroids, you wouldn't be able to look like that by doing the training program they got in the app. You'd have to go and follow a fucking full-on bodybuilding program. Completely different things. You couldn't get it by training 20 minutes a day. So yeah, that's kind of that's my mini rant on that, son. What else? I've got a few notes here. Oh my gosh. So, I'm going to drink this, and then I'm going to tell you a fun fact. So, when you wake up from a nap, like you can be asleep. 2 points here. How weird is it that you can sit on the couch or lie on your bed, watch TV without a blanket on for hours? The second you fall asleep and then you wake up, freezing cold. Like you can fall asleep for 5 minutes and you'll wake up and you're like, I'm fucking freezing right now. It's so weird that as soon as you fall asleep, you get cold when you're taking a nap. I'm actually going to Google this. Why do you get cold after taking a nap? Here we go. Let's see if we got any good answers. Do you feel bad after taking a nap? No. You're cold because you haven't used your muscles while sleeping, meaning there's no need. Oh, I guess that makes sense, because if you're awake, you're fidgeting and shit like that, whereas when you're asleep, you're not moving. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Question and answer. Live on the podcast. No, but the fact that I was going into, when you wake up from a nap or asleep, you always have a bad, weird taste in your mouth. Not bad breath, but like just a weird, probably is bad breath, but I can't smell it. I can just taste it, and it tastes weird. Even if you sleep for a fucking tiny bit of time. And I actually Googled this, and it was like, say you sleep 7 hours, well, your body would have gone through a complete cycle of REM. REM is where your body repairs itself, releases hormones and such. Say you take a nap, you're in stage 1 or 2 of sleep. There are 4 stages. So if you're napping, you're only in stage 1 or 2 of the actual sleep cycle. You don't complete the full cycle. When you're in a deep sleep, your body produces less saliva, which helps break down food. You don't need it, you're asleep. So you don't need to produce saliva because you're asleep. Your body also breathes less air. You don't need as much air because you're asleep. So a few things happen. You produce less saliva, you breathe less, and you go through different biological cycle. Saliva, when your mouth is wet, it helps break down food. It also is loaded with tons of bacteria, some good and some bad. That helps with the digestion process, helps start to break down the food in your mouth. When there is less saliva, there is a widespread bacteria death, which creates a smell. Like, it sounds gross, sounds disgusting. So basically, when when the saliva or when the bacteria dies off because there's less saliva, it creates a bit of a stench, which might be tasting bad. If you're breathing less, this too affects the smell of your mouth. Depending on if your mouth is closed or open, either way, less air will change the smell of your mouth by either drying it or helping it retain moisture. But retention also means stagnation. Okay, so if you dry your mouth out, it's probably going to smell. But if you have a wet mouth and you breathe through your nose while you're asleep, stagnation leads to smelly water. Like, you think about a pond that's been sitting there for ages, it gets a bit smelly. Same deal with your mouth. Anyway, I thought this was super interesting because I'm sick of waking up with a smelly, tasty, gross mouth when I have a nap. So there's the answer. It's basically because a bunch of bacteria is just dying off in your mouth. So, great way to stay in shape, if you ask me. What else? What else is there to chit chat about? I had a pet peeve this week. I haven't had a pet peeve in a while, I don't think, but I thought one, and Caitlin and I were waiting for a coffee at Zenden, and a car drove past and beeped, and I just don't like horn happy people. No, and it wasn't a friendly beep, it was like a meep. I don't like horn happy people. If you're a horn happy person, stop, please. Don't jump on the horn straight away. You don't need to. It doesn't achieve anything. It really doesn't achieve anything. What's beeping at someone loud for a long time going to achieve? Nothing. It just makes you I don't know. It's a way to express your anger. Yes, but that's about it. Doesn't really do much else past that. You're just a way of expressing rage. So, I don't know. I don't like horn happy people. They shit me, man. They just don't use your horn. You don't need it. I'm trying to look through my phone to see if there's anything cool, anything else interesting that happened to me. Not a lot. Not a lot at all. What have I got here? Notes. I've already said that. I've already got a clip of that. I don't know, dude. What have I? I think today I had too much caffeine. I've been drinking Monsters, as you guys probably know from last week's episode. And yesterday, anyway, I had 1.5 today. And I think that was too many because I was just on my run. I was running and I was like, I just felt too wired, too full on, too energetic, too let's go. It was just too much for a run. Doing weights, it's all right, I reckon. Having a bunch of caffeine before doing weights is good. But having a bunch of caffeine before doing cardio, I don't know, man. It's just different. It just doesn't hit well. I don't like it as much. So I think I need to be more careful, better. I need to be careful, or I just need to be smarter with how I take it. Although in saying that, I did drink Monster before I rode, and it was all right. I think running, I can't have it before running because it just sits weird, doesn't feel good. It's great with everything else, but just not with running. I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner tonight either. I think it's going to be based around falafels. Oh shit, I just cut my thumb before I started recording this on a hummus container. I was trying to open up the container and I sliced my thumb. I don't know how I managed to do it, but I did. It's like a paper cut. And I sliced one of my fingers as well, but not as deep because I was ready for it. So yeah, I don't know how I managed to do it, but I did. I managed to slice my finger open on a hummus container. It's wild when food starts to fight back. Food starts to get back at you. Mate, it's a scary world. Anyway, let's talk about training, because what else am I going to talk about? Whoa. No shots fired. What am I doing tomorrow? I have a strength session, my squats session, and I have a run. No, I do. Yeah, I've run. I'm running with Noah tomorrow. Saturday is going to be a rest day, and then Sunday is going to be a long run. Oh, speaking of long runs, dude, Sunday's run last week was so cold. I ran in a beanie and gloves the entire time. An hour and 40 minutes of running with a beanie on and gloves. I was so worried my head was going to break out with pimples because I wore the beanie the entire time. It was so fucking cold, dude. And as soon as I stopped, my hands cooled down and the wind was blowing into my gloves and it made my hands freezing cold because I had to walk a couple of Ks home and it froze my hands out. It was ridiculous. It was so fucking cold. So I'm meant to run 20, let's do the math live on the show. Oh, I love doing shit on them. I love being productive while I'm being productive and recording this. It's great. It's a great way to stay in shape. So I have to do 23 Ks on Sunday. I'm supposed to do 23 Ks on Sunday. And I don't know if I'm not going to do the full 23. No fucking chance. So I want to do extra tomorrow. I have a 12K run tomorrow, but I would like to run 18. What's 12? What's 18 minus 12? 6. So if I can go 23 minus 6, means I got to run 17 on Sunday, which is way better than 22. So I think I'll do that. I think I'll run an extra 6Ks tomorrow, just so that I can make Sunday a bit easier. I don't want to have to get up really, really fucking early and run in the cold because I just don't want to. Today's swim was good. I decided to opt for more skill-based stuff. I found that it's weird. I think my left arm is weaker because every time I breathe on my right side, pushing down on my left arm to try and stay balanced doesn't work as well as if I go the other way. So I prefer to breathe to my left side because my right arm is stronger and I can keep myself more balanced. So today I set out like a 400-meter block where I was like, I'm just going to breathe on my right side to use my left arm more. I think I'm going to try and do that more and more just to try and strengthen it up a bit because it's a bit weak and I don't like having an imbalance like that. It's not a great way to stay in shape, you know? Anyway, Telstra Dave. Fun fact, right? Today, I got a text message yesterday for it being Telstra Day today, and I was like, oh, wonder what that means. Nothing important, just a load of shit. And today I was using my phone, and my fucking internet was useless on 4G and 5G and shit like that. Fucking sucked. Nothing was loading. And I was like, how can you market Telstra Day? Yeah, tomorrow's Telstra Day, tomorrow's Telstra Day, tomorrow's Telstra Day. And then on Telstra Day, your internet is just fucking useless. Fucking ridiculous, man. It shit me up the wall. I was like, you guys, I'm not celebrating your fucking day. If you can't do your job properly, then I'm not going to celebrate your day. It's just not worth it. You don't deserve to be celebrated if you fucking suck. It's my opinion anyway. I'm talking about Telstra, the corporation. Like, if you're a person, I'll still celebrate you. Don't worry. You'll still get a clap. You'll still get a clap and a high five from me. As long as I get one in return. Going to see not James Bond. Going to see Top Gun on Saturday. That's going to be fun. I saw the original one years and years ago, a couple of times, probably 5 or 6 times, and I liked it. So I'm keen to go see it. I know they put a lot of work into it, so I'm keen to just see it from a cinematic perspective. I almost said cinematonic, and that's not a real word. I'm almost keen to see it from a cinematic perspective. So yeah, very excited for that to happen. Going to see it 6 o'clock on Saturday evening. So that'll be fun. That'll be a great way to stay in shape. Going to get a big old popcorn and sit down and just watch it. I'm going to rug up, wear tracky pants. It's been so cold, I've been wearing tracksuit pants heaps. It's been fucking freezing. Like, I'm going to put some on now. I almost put a blanket over my legs while I was recording this because it was so cold. So I will be wearing tracksuit pants tonight. My legs are freezing. My room is freezing. My room is like Antarctica. When I did my trainer set, I looked around and looked at my shoulder, and there was just steam coming off my shoulder in my room. And I also fogged up all my windows, which was great. It was very humid. It was like it had its own climate in here. I thought clouds were going to form and it was going to start raining. It was that humid in this motherfucker. I'm surprised the room doesn't collapse because the walls are fucking rotten. It's kind of disgusting to think that, but you know, here we are recording a podcast, drinking some Coca Coast, talking shit. Anyway, guys, I reckon I'm going to wrap this motherfucker up. Wrap it up in a big bow and kiss it goodbye. hope you guys have a good week. I hope you had a good week last week too. I apologize for... No, actually, I don't apologize. I hope you enjoyed this. I realize it's not wasn't a lot of info. It was just me running my mouth, talking shit. But this is all I could do this week. Next week, I promise I will put out a fucking episode with some actual content, not just me talking rubbish. But at the same time, I'm pretty happy I managed to talk shit for 30 minutes. I didn't think I'd get there, but I did. Hooray. Fuck, my reminders keep going off. Right before I go, I got to fucking pay a tax debt this year. It's so shit. So I have to do that as I get off, because otherwise I'll forget and then I'll get in trouble. Anyway, hope you guys have a good week. I will chat to you, in a couple of days. No, I won't. I'll chat to you in a week. 7 days on Sunday, next Sunday. Peace out, motherfuckers. Whoa.